In the same way, each quark up is equal to all others, each quark down is equal to all others, each photon is equal to all others, and so on for all types of particles. Particles can be seen as the smallest units of a field of forces by making it clear that they all only exist because the field, the tense, empty space, exists in the first place. So the photon is the minimum unit of the electromagnetic field, and quantum physics shows that these minimum components of a given field are always identical. As string theory says, particles of the same type have identical properties because they are identical vibrations of the same type of string. Empty tense space considered in a single direction is considered a string. In more succinct language, the two identical particles can be in different quantum states. If two particles of the same type are in the same quantum state, except that one particle has a high probability of being in one place and the other has a high probability of being in another. According to quantum mechanics, they are indistinguishable both practically and theoretically. They are identical twins. If they swapped positions, or more precisely, if they swapped the probabilities of the two particles being located in certain positions, there is no physical possibility that such a change would be detected. If we start with a particle located here, well, to be more precise, one should say, starting with a particle that has a high probability of being located here, or starting with a particle that has a 99% probability of being located here, and we are able to place another particle of the same type in exactly the same quantum state, with the same probabilities of spin orientation, energy, and so on, at a distant location, the resulting particle is indistinguishable from the original particle. If the original particle survives the process intact, we might be tempted to call this process quantum cloning. If we could clone all the particles that make up your car so that the quantum state of each one, including its relationship with all the others, is reproduced with 100% fidelity, we could say that your car has been recreated. Let's see what Brian Greene says in his work, The Fabric of the Cosmos, in a few paragraphs. The theory in favor of recreating any physical object is very strong. The atomic and molecular arrangements determine the physical characteristics of all objects, their appearance, texture, the sound and smell they emit, and even their taste, so that the resulting vehicle would be identical to the original even in its defects, and the recreated car would obey the steering wheel and pedals just like the original does. Is the recreated car really the original, or is it an exact replica of the original instead? Physically, it would not be possible to perceive any difference, not even theoretically. What if we did the same with a cat or a person, a living being whose atomic and molecular components are in exactly the same quantum states as mine is me? Even if the original self continues to exist after the copy is made, everyone would say without hesitation that he is me. We would both have the same thought. Neither I would have priority over the other. Thoughts, memories, emotions, and judgments have their physical basis in the properties and molecules of the human body. A set of these elementary components in an identical quantum state must produce an identical conscious being. The passage of time would cause differences between myself and myself, but in this new circumstance, there would be two IAs, and not an original that was the real me, and a copy that was not me. Our physical makeup goes through countless changes all the time, some minor, some drastic, but we are always ourselves. We go through constant changes without our personal identity being affected. Even if, with time, the other I no longer had a physical state perfectly equal to mine, the other I would still be completely indistinguishable from me. He would be perfectly me. I believe that the identity of a being resides entirely in the physical realm. Space inevitably presents tension and movement. Thanks for watching. Watch too my other videos. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to give me your like if you like it.